this is going to be an interesting one, this one. Big thank you to Outplayed for sponsoring this video. Outplayed is a free Overwolf app that has automatic and manual video capturing with a wide variety of settings. Easily capture your best bits of gameplay and edit them within the app to be shared to Discord, YouTube or anywhere else. Use the link in the description to head to broughy.com/outplayed to check it out. It's gonna be an interesting one. Thunder weather conditions. That means Gfred rules in terms of cars. No 9F, no Infernus, no Sultan, no Baller allowed. But also, the weather is so bad in this one. The parachutes are a danger to health. So parachutes aren't allowed today either. Pretty good timing that it's nighttime that we've started this, I've got to say. Oh my god, I can't see a thing. I genuinely can't see. I'm going to surface so many times. I can only see when the thunder, the lightning is going. So it's going to be an interesting one, this one. You know what? I'm just going to run. I'm going to surface so many times with the lack of visibility that it's probably going to be quicker for me personally to run. And I'm already at the back of the pack. I was at the back of the pack when I came off the island anyway, so... Thunder weather. This is the variation for today. But also no parachutes, so I've got a parachute, but it doesn't matter. Can't use it.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
And no 9F Infernus, Sultan, or Baller, because they're too OP in the rain and the snow. Those are originally the Gfred rules. Alright, let's have a dad joke. My wife said I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward. That's quite a good one, actually. Chiliad's going to be interesting in the rain, but we do have the new line, so we'll probably give that a go. God, it's so dark. Got the lightning. Very loud. The lightning's always very loud in this game. I might go right, actually. I'm so far back in the pack, I might as well chance it. The weather effects are still really cool after all these years. I mean, some of the sunsets you get in this game is really cool. But yeah, it's typical that we've started at night. It's going to be really challenging, just seeing where we're going, being able to just control the cars. What this is, I can't see it, it just looks black. God damn it!
Oh dear God.
Do you know what? A penumbra's not too bad. Now I've got to not run anybody over. It's not the faster penumbra on Project Homecoming, that is true. It's alright when the lightning is going on because we can see what's going on at that point, but when it's just night and rain is like deadly. I think that's a thing, right? Under normal circumstances in free roam, it's never night and rain at the same time. You can set it to be night and rain in races or something, but I think I'm kind of used to my brightness being higher. My brightness used to be higher when I used to go on and play on PS4 and Xbox One. I think since moving to the new platforms, I haven't really played around with increasing the brightness that much. Like, at this brightness, I'm finding that the lights, normally when you've turned up your brightness, turning off the lights can actually help you to see better. I mean, you know, you can kind of see a little bit better around you, but not really further in front. So I kind of like it. I kind of like having the brightness at a more normal level. Like, this is a cool feeling. Things only lighting up when the lightning is going, and you know, this is alright. You should have turned off the lights in your room and only be illuminated by the screen. I mean, if I'm gonna do that, I'd have to do it now. Hang on. Give me chance. I don't want to crash. There's one. There's two. Okay, you literally can't see me. We've done this before. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've done this, but I'm sure we've done this before. And I seem to remember you could only see me when the thunder, the lightning happened. There. I remember when we did that before. We've definitely done a thunder thread like this with the lights out. This won't be going up on YouTube in time for Halloween, but it won't be too far after. So it works there as well. Bit of spookiness. It actually feels a lot more immersive for me, sat here. The only light that I have is the screens and the lava lamp to my right. The game looks so cool with rain at night. It just looks really, really good. I think I need a better car than the Penumbra for Chiliad. It's pretty close. Nobody's got like a Draki's got a decent lead, but not a humongous lead. So now it's the new line time. Did I miss a stratum? The stratum's good, but it is slow. That's the only thing. There we go. We got a little bit of light. I've just opened a new tab on Google Chrome, so it's just all white. So we got a little bit of light. That adds something to the camera. And then I still flash. Oh, really? Well, if I'm going to crash into one... So this is the trick now. All-wheel drive, slow car, or rear-wheel drive, fast car. That's the... Jesus. That's the question you ask yourself in these snow threads or rain threads when the all-wheel drive fast cars are banned with the Infernus, the 9F, the Sultan. You got two choices. I've never done the new route up Chiliad in the rain before. I don't know its capabilities. I don't know whether you can take a Dominator up that route in the rain. Normally I would do the OG route in the rain, but I mean I might as well try the new route. Dominator won't make it up. Okay. But then what about that Coquette that we saw? Would that make it up? Might be the best car we've seen so far, that Coquette. There's a 9F, can't take it. A couple of Sentinels. There's a Coquette. Do you know what? I'm going to stick with the Stratum. Let's put our faith in the Stratum. All-wheel drive in the rain. It's got to be worth something. Back into fourth. I've lost a lot of time to the top three though. I'm pretty sure the Stratum can't do the hot lap route. I'm sure I've made that mistake before. I've lost so much time to the top three, faffing about with getting the Stratum and crashing into a lot of traffic, that I think this is like... This is it now. The top three are having their battle over the win. And now it's me fighting over best of the rest. Although no parachutes at the end, so... You know, it could all change. People might not know exactly how to be taking things without the parachutes if they're new. Haven't done Gfred of old. Gotta remember where I'm going. I just always remember the barriers that go around the outside of the corner. You go around the outside of that, and then up you go. The only problem the Stratum always has is just lack of power. All-wheel drive is great, but if you've got no power... See, I've been caught up big time by that. Looked like a Coquette. Doing really well though. It's doing really well. It's doing better than that BJ. It's an interesting choice. I guess RBS went for the all-wheel drive benefits over the power even more so. Oh, what a friggin' machine this is. Leaving the Coquette behind. RBS just wanted a good time. Go on, Stratum. You absolute beaut. Didn't even break a sweat. Probably could have done the hot lap line in it. That Coquette is still right behind me though, so it's going to overtake me eventually. There's the leader. Only there, it's still really close. In a Dominator. He did get a Dominator up in some fashion. There's the Coquette in second. It's pretty impressive to have gotten a Dominator up here in this situation. I wonder if he might have took the OG route, although I didn't see anybody going that far wide. Maybe he was able to get it up on the new line. Go with the roll. There we go. Oh, that was close. I had to put a little bit of throttle on there to get me pivoted around. I mean, I'm full brakes. I'm full brakes and only the trees stopped me. This is challenging. Someone's way over to the right there. Not having a good time. Tree. Bonk. Alright, this is where I'm going to lose out in the stratum. Who is that? Oh, it's a Broughy in the Dominator. He's had a nightmare down Chiliad. So it's a Vinco with a big lead now of 37 seconds. And me and Elite Coken are battling over second place. But this is where the stratum lets you down. That's the thing with these rainy, well, thunder weather, banning the OP cars kind of Gfreds. There's more variation and variability. I'm losing so much time. It's the only problem with taking a stratum. Like when you go for the all-wheel drive slower car, it can give you some more benefits of getting up Chiliad, but you're always gonna, I think it's always gonna be slower. Even if you spin a couple of times in a rear-wheel drive faster car, getting up Chiliad, you're going to make up so much more time. Getting down Chiliad and going to the observatory. It did admirably getting up Chiliad though. I think the new line does put speed above all else. Like that new line, you might as well just always take a faster car and use the new line, because more often than not it's going to get you up totally fine, like we've seen with the Coquette that was following me, and then you're going to get the benefits of the extra speed on the way down Chiliad and to the observatory. It's taken away a little bit of that. Do you do fast car on the OG route, which is significantly slower, or do you risk it on the hot lap route with an all-wheel drive car? We don't really have that anymore. I'm not going to be fast enough to make this jump either, so I'm going to have to go the long way around. Fighting to keep a podium now, I think. Oh, Vinco committed... How? He was in the lead! The top two are at the observatory! How has he committed suicide? It's not as if he had a parachute jump to die on, because he wasn't allowed to do a parachute. Unless he took the parachute and realised he shouldn't have took the parachute. And his only option was to die. Or it might have just been a bad car landing, to be fair. One of the old style deaths in Gfred. Car explosion. Or a ghost. It is a spooky Gfred, so it might have been a ghost. It's amazing how you see 9Fs whenever you can't take them. Need to take some risks now. Second place is still on. Why no parachute? It's too dangerous in this weather. These weather conditions, they're no good for parachuting. What if you get struck by lightning? It's been advised by the Gfred rule makers. Parachute's not allowed, it's too dangerous. Stratum handled those transitions very nicely. This is where I'm losing out though. I'm losing out on the pace, on the road. First and second is so tantalizingly close to me. There's just nothing I can do. Well, I was 19 seconds back at the observatory. I think I've gained up to this point. I had better transitions. They're going off that way, which is the way we always used to go off. I have to try something different. Because we found back in the day that driving all the way around here was actually quicker. But that was back in the day when we didn't have scuba suits. So I think this is probably going to end up slower still, because the scuba suits make the swimming much faster now. But I got to give it a try. Come on. Oh, dive, you scum. Not deep enough. Watch some of the older Gfred's. Amazing how things change. It is amazing how things change. Yeah, it wasn't quicker. Top two are finishing so close together though. It's going to be a really close fight for third between me and whoever I'm with. Major copyright, it looks like. First and second are finishing close. Hard fought battle. I wonder what happened to Avinko. We've had every time we've had a leader, they've, well, Adraki struggled at Chiliad. Avinko had a big lead and then died somehow. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Managed to hold on just. Managed to hold on to the third. Do you know what? The stratum did me well. I think, given that I was using the stratum. Bloody hell. Given that I was using the stratum, I think that was probably the best that I could do. I couldn't really compete with the Coquette or the faster cars, especially with the newer line evening it up now. But well, thanks for the GGs. GG copyright indeed. Hard fought battle over third place. I'll take a third. Not a bad result. And it was fun, spooky Fred. Is Avinko here? What happened? A bush flung me around going down a hill. Ah, so it was a classic old Gfred car explosion. Oh, he landed on the back as well. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Oof. What a way to lose a victory. Ouch. Yeah, fast car taking the new line is the new meta for rain or snow Freds, I imagine, as well, when we get to that. The new line is so much safer. I can't see there being any point to even trying the hot lap route in the snow. There won't be any point everyone's going to take that line in the snow because it's so much quicker than the OG route, which used to be the safe route, and it's so much safer than the hot lap route, which is only a couple of seconds quicker than it anyway, if it's even possible in a snow Fred. So that's the new meta, that new line. So yeah, I hardly knew that line was just following you. Really, Elite Coconut? You just followed me up there. Well, I mean, sometimes it pays to follow the people in front. You ended up getting the win. I think if you tried to take the hot lap line or the OG route in the Coquette, you probably wouldn't have been close enough to do it. The stratum did good though. But it's definitely not the meta anymore for these rainy, snowy OP cars banned Gfreds. The game moves on again. It's crazy how it does that, honestly. It's crazy how new stuff is found all the time.